Hey everyone, appreciate you all being here at USA Crypto Group for this AMA session. We have a project called BitStubs with us today. BitStub is a decentralized platform that provides an exciting and innovative ways to participate in Raffle, win NFTs, and earn passive income through staking. With that being said, I'd like to welcome Avid from the team. Avid, it's a pleasure having you here with us. If you can start out introducing yourself, talk about your team, and give us a bit about your background experience, please.
Yeah, sure. So it's nice to be here. Obviously, thank you for having me. So I'm Avid. I'm one of the co-developers here at BitStubs. We're a team of 3 co-developers. There's myself, Shiny, and Enzo. I believe Enzo is in here listening as well. And if you go onto our obviously community channels, such as Telegram or which not, you could find Shiny and Enzo there as well. Now, we've all got background in development, full stack development, should we say. And we came up with the idea of BitStubs. Basically, it's a way to give back to the community. Obviously, you've got to be a bit lucky with it, but it's great utility to the token, the native token, which is STUB. And obviously, when we came to name the project, we was coming around with different suggestions, but because it's a raffle protocol, back in the day, they used to call like raffle tickets like stubs, where you go and get your stub. So that's where the stub came from, and then because it's decentralized, that's where the bit came from. So combined together, BitStubs before, that's a fantastic name for the protocol. And then BitStubs was born. We've been building the protocol now for the best part of 4 months because we decided rather than do a pre-sale, give people the idea of it and get people to obviously invest in a promise that we'll build later. We decided to spend the good 4 months or so building the full protocol before we even started the fair launch and getting it out there. So it's all ready. It's all working currently on testnet. You can go to the website and currently participate in test raffles using the Girly ETH network. And yeah, you can get stuck in and get, obviously joining in a testnet if you wanted to obviously get a bit more feel of what BitStubs is and how you can actually join these raffles.
Awesome. I appreciate the introduction there, Avid. Now, how long have you been into crypto space for?
Oh, I've been in crypto space since the 2017 days. Yeah, we've been into crypto for a long time.
Awesome. So you saw the goods, the bad, the ugly, and
I've seen everything. I've seen everything. Yeah.
That is awesome. Yeah, no, I had a chance to play around with your testnet, and I just love the simplicity and to the point of the platform. It's
well, we're actually building out a V2. We're actually already I'll show you here. We're actually already in the process of building a V2 where you can register an account with your wallet, and once you've got an account, everything is customizable. There we go. Let me just sign in. It's a gasless transaction, basically. Once you're signed in, you get an account. And then that's your account, providing you always use that wallet. You can customize your account, and then there'll be different things in here where you can do affiliates. You can see how many stubs you've bought and how many, obviously, what prizes you've won, what prizes you haven't won. And then based on that, I had some really good suggestions in the last AMA I did today with Gempad to be able to give away free tickets to people that have like lost 10 in a row or so, or something like that. So yeah, this is a V2 that's coming on all chains, not just Ethereum. So it'll be Ethereum, STUB, Arbitrum, BNB, Polygon, Telos, and Base as well.
Awesome. Yeah, I read up on that you guys are planning to go to different chains, but it looks like you guys already have the V2 almost pretty much done already.
Almost.
So before we go on and go in depth on all the, what's the project's about, I'd like just to remind everyone that the pre-sale will be on Gempad, which will happen in 20 hours around there. Is that correct there, Avid?
That's correct, yeah. It's here. It's 21 hours, 22 hours-ish until the pre-sale fair launch starts.
Perfect. All right. And this would be a fair launch, right?
That's correct, yeah. This is a fair launch.
Okay, and also the KYC and the audit, I'm assuming that's all done as well?
Yeah, so we fully KYC'd with Assured DeFi, which is the gold standard of KYC, and we have the security audit here with 0 findings on there as well, so there's no issues with the security, and we got the badges here as well to show you on the actual pre-sale fair launch as well.
Very awesome. And we will pin that tomorrow as well when the pre-sale is live. But I think we do have it on our AMA banner, which is on top there if you guys want to go ahead and take a look at it. And you can take a look at the tokenomics and etc., which we will also get into it. All right, Avid. So, you know, I know the platform is pretty much around raffles and win NFTs, and ultimately is to create passive income. Now, walk us through the steps. What are the steps if I want to participate? I mean, you just showed that you pretty much just log into with the MetaMask, which is what I use. It's as simple as that, correct?
That's correct, yeah. So I'll quickly run through the steps for you. When you first come through to the website, you get pointed out with this nice module here, where you can go and watch the testnet tutorial on how to participate. It's very easy to do, but we've created a tutorial for people that are not technically inclined. So if you follow that video, you'll be able to obviously join in on testnet. And this link here takes you to Gurley to claim testnet Gurley ETH to be able to use the testnet. This has no value. It's just development tokens to be able to build on the Ethereum network before you go live on Mainnet, basically. So yes, you can do all this here. You can read the documentation on how to set everything up as well, which is all the documentation's here, and how to set up your MetaMask wallets and all that standard stuff. So that's there as well. So I'll quickly run through it with you. So BitStubs is well, basically it's the first blockchain raffle protocol, which is powered by our token STUB and also Ethereum, basically. Now it's designed obviously to be fully decentralized as well, and transparent and trustless. Now, for those that don't know what trustless means in DeFi, trustless means you don't have to rely on any third parties or any human interaction. Everything is on the blockchain, therefore it's trustless, meaning there's zero room for error, basically, because everything's on chain, everything's verifiable on chain as well. Now, we do plan, obviously, we're going to launch on Ethereum first, because that makes sense, because that's where your blue chip NFTs are, and the ones that have value, the ones that people actually want, such as your Bored Ape Yacht Clubs, your Clone X's, your Azoris, your Mutant Apes, your Sappy Seals, all them type of stuff. We decided to launch on the Ethereum network because obviously we can start creating raffles for these blue chip NFTs for people to win. But then we do obviously plan to bridge over to BNB Chain, Polygon, Telos, Arbitrum, and Base. For those that are not familiar with Base, this is Coinbase's version of Arbitrum, basically. Arbitrum just launched theirs. Coinbase are going to launch theirs as well. And it's called Base. They're currently in testnet at the moment, so once that's available, because it's EVM compatible, we can bridge over and obviously launch on Base as well. So basically the way it works is everything's backed by Chainlink VRF. For those that don't know what Chainlink is, they're one of the biggest projects in the DeFi space. This is Chainlink here, and you can see some of the biggest projects use them, such as PancakeSwap, Axie Infinity, Illuvium with Infinity Skies, and the list goes on and on and on. And the good thing with this is basically it does all the randomness itself, so we have no control over who wins. Chainlink does everything automatically, so that's why everything's integrated with Chainlink VRF. So there's no room for error, there's no third party, there's no middleman involved. Everything's done through the blockchain. It's all random and done on the spot. So a little bit of how it works. Obviously, you can get all the details there in the tokenomics, which we'll go through. But if I quickly just go to the Browse Raffles page here, as you can see, there's a few raffles here that are on in Ethereum, but these are testnet Ethereum, so these are not actual real money and real raffles. It's just for the girly testnet, just for you to have a look around, get a feel of how you actually purchase these tickets. Now, for example, this one Ethereum raffle here is a 385x. So basically, you buy a ticket for 0.002 ETH or 0.002 worth of in the STUB token, which is equivalent to ETH, basically. And then you buy a ticket. So we'll go inside the raffle here just to show you. And you can see, so in this raffle, there's a maximum of 500 tickets. 50 have sold so far by 18 buyers. If you was to buy one of these now, for example, I will buy one just to show you. This is on the testnet versions. It's as simple as that. And then you've got a ticket done. Just wait for the transaction to be done. On Gurley, and the testnet version's a little bit slower because it's testnet. On Mainnet, it's pretty much instant. As soon as your transaction goes through, it's done. So I'll just wait for this to be done, and I'll quickly show you the next step. So as you can see here, there you go. So that's done. You get the transaction to see and basically done. So as you can see here, 50 have sold by 18 buyers. Now, if I quickly refresh the page, if everything works correctly, because on Gurley, there is sometimes a little bit of delay with the graph. Let me just refresh the page. Now it's automatically updated. So it's now 51 stubs sold. But once this gets to 100%, what happens is no one else can buy a stub. Chainlink intervenes, puts it into a drawing state, picks a random wallet from all the winners, from all the people that have purchased the stub, sorry. It'll pick a random wallet and then automatically draw it. The 1 ETH is then automatically sent to the winner, and then the raffle becomes drawn and it's over. And that's as simple as it gets. But when I go over to the recently ended ones, such as here, for example, this one is an NFT one. This is just a test NFT that we put on there. Everything's verified on the on-chain, so you can see if it's the actual NFT. So you can see if you put a Bored Ape Yacht Club in here, it's the actual Bored Ape Yacht Club. See the token IDs, you can verify it, because when we create these raffles, we have to feed the raffle protocol with the actual NFT. So then once the winner's been drawn, it automatically sends the NFT to the winner, and then the raffle's drawn and done. And you can click the winner is to see the transaction of the NFT or the ETH or any prizes going straight to the wallet that's won, basically. And that's how it's as simple as that, and that's how it works. So there'll be raffles in Ethereum, but obviously for the revenue to feed the protocol, and there'll be raffles in STUB, which is the utility for the STUB token. So for example, if we went and bought a Clone X, for example, like this, you can pay 1.82 STUB for a ticket, and if you win a Clone X that's valued at like 4 ETH. 5 ETH. How much is a Clone X these days? I've not checked recently. 4 or 5 ETH. It's potentially like 385 X returns, but for something like this, there'll be like 500 tickets available, so it's a 1 in 500 chance. So you can buy multiple tickets, but only one wallet can purchase a maximum of 10% of the total tickets. So if there is 100 tickets available in total, one wallet can only buy a maximum of 10 tickets to keep it fair and let other people obviously join the raffle and obviously try and win. Now, the beauty with the STUB utility is, A, you can win these raffles, but then all the stuff that gets raised for that one particular raffle, 50% of it gets burnt, making it deflationary, and the other 50% gets added to the staking protocol to keep them APYs juicy as well. And that is basically the rundown. So you buy STUB, use that STUB to buy raffle tickets. You could win big returns, or you can use the STUB to stake on our staking protocol. If it's used for purchasing raffle tickets, 50% of it gets burnt. The other 50% goes to the staking protocol to keep the APYs. And that is the gist of it. Sorry if that was long-winded, but that's basically it. Oh, there is one more thing to show you. Because I just purchased the ticket, you can go to your dashboard here. When you're in your dashboard, you can see what tickets you've got. So I've got 2 of these. I've purchased 2. And then I've got 1 of these. Everything, all these QR codes work as well. Everything's generated on the fly, and that's basically it. That's BitStubs.
Very, very straightforward and very simple. I love it. Now, I do have a couple of questions for you. Now, if for every single pool, the raffle, for example, do you guys input like the initial a little bit of the money or whatever in first, or is that 100% input by the community?
Yeah, so if we're doing an ETH raffle on Ethereum, where ETH raffles where you don't need STUB, you just need ETH, we don't have to fund them ones because everyone buying tickets funds it, basically. Because every time someone buys a ticket, that ETH goes into the smart contract, and then one winner gets the ETH, and it just goes around like that. If we do raffles for Ethereum in STUB, we have to put the ETH in, because now they're buying the raffle tickets in STUB, which doesn't feed the protocol with ETH. So if we do a 1 ETH raffle in the STUB token, we have to put the 1 ETH into the contract when we're creating the raffle, and people can purchase tickets using STUB. And then at the end of it, it picks a winner. The STUB, half of it gets burned, half of it goes to the staking protocol, and then the 1 ETH gets sent to the winner automatically straight away. Chainlink intervene and do all that randomness with all this cool stuff that they have going on Chainlink. And it's the same with the NFTs. With the NFTs, whether we're doing the NFTs in Ethereum or in STUB, we physically have to own the NFT when we're creating the raffle, because then the NFT comes out of our wallet and goes into the staking contract. Sorry, not the staking contract, goes into the raffle protocol contract, and then the winner, whoever wins, it goes out of the raffle protocol contract straight to the winner's address automatically, and that's basically how it works.
Understood. Now, so a person would have to really, let's say, pay attention to the pool if they want to participate in it, because it seems like once it reaches the parameter or whatever the pool, it just Chainlink would just kick in and just does the drawing like immediately. Correct?
Correct. It'll automatically drawn, but the beauty with this is once this section is done with V2, there'll be notifications to say that you've won. So if all you need to do is check your dashboard, and you'll be able to see if you've won any, what raffles you've participated in, who won them, how much has been won, the total amount that BitStubs has awarded people for winning raffle. It'll have a full analytic page here where you can see everything, not only for you, but for the whole protocol as well, this is almost ready to go. A few more things we need to do, and this will also include affiliates. So then if someone's purchasing raffle tickets using your affiliate link, then you can earn a passive income through that as well. And there'll be different tiers depending on how many people you get purchasing tickets using your link. You can earn more the more referrals you get.
Got it. Okay, so let's say if I bought into the raffle ticket, and let's say if to win 1 ETH, for example, and I mean, obviously, there needs to be enough people into the pool. But I guess the question is, what if, let's say, there isn't enough people? Now, does it run forever until it reaches the cap, or does it have a time?
Yes, that's correct. No, so that's basically how it works. So it's like, for example, this one is a total of 500 tickets available. Now, it'll just keep going until all 500 are sold out. Once all 500 are sold out, Chainlink kicks in, picks a winner, sends them the winnings. Now, if we find some that are not filling, or the community are not really interested in that particular raffle, but some people did buy tickets, if it seems like it's taken a while, we can cancel the raffle and it automatically refunds everyone the tokens. And then we do another raffle that's probably more appealing. But I do like the idea of the timing and stuff. So maybe we'll look into that as well when we're launching the V2. But as it stands at the moment, they've got to be full for it to kick in and distribute the prize.
Okay, got it. That's awesome. Yeah, I think, well, at least I think that's a great feature that you guys are able to cancel it and it automatically refund the money. But also, I mean, like you said, I mean, me too, if you guys can look into that, because I think it'd be very exciting. Let's say if I come into your community, Telegram or whatever, Discord, whatever you guys have it at, and you could be like, oh, you guys make an announcement. This pool will be drawn in 2 hours. I would love to go in there and participate and see who wins, right? I think that's excitement about it.
Yeah, it is. And I think it's just the excitement of, so let's say, do you get a Bored Ape Yacht Club in one of these? It's probably going to fill out quite quickly, because you can spend like a max of like $8 maybe to win something worth 60 ETH, for example. So I think obviously ones like that will fill out quite quickly. But obviously the other ones, the smaller ones, might not fill out as quick. So if we feel like it's not going to fill or taking too long, as we mentioned, we can cancel the raffle and it automatically refunds everyone the tokens, and then we can just create another raffle that's more appealing.
Awesome. Very straightforward. I love it. You mentioned something about a percent of this raffles going back to burn. Can you elaborate on that or reiterate that?
Yeah. So, for example, okay, how can I put this here in an example? So, let's say we did a 10 ETH prize pool. Yeah. So we put a raffle up for where the winner gets 10 Ethereum. We fund the smart contract with the 10 Ethereum, and then the raffle goes on. Now, let's say, for example, STUB is priced at $1. I don't know what price STUB will be, because a price chart action, who knows, people buy and sell. But let's just imagine one BitStub token is $1. Now, for 10 Ethereum, we'll probably do 3,000 tickets available. Now, you can purchase as many tickets as you want, up to 10% of the total raffle amount per wallet, to give you more of a chance of winning. Now, let's say I don't know, one ticket costs 10 STUB. Okay, so that's $10 for a ticket basically in STUB. But the winner is gonna get 10 Ethereum, which is worth what, $20,000 now, $24,000. So all you got to do is put in $10 worth of STUB to potentially win $24,000. Now, once all that's done, the smart contract will now have like $24,000 worth of STUB because everyone's buying raffle tickets in STUB. Now, out of that $21,000 worth of STUB, 50% of it gets burnt, deflationary, it's gone for good. The other 50% gets added into the staking protocol to keep the APYs there. Keep the APYs juicy and let people earn a passive income for longer periods of time, because the Raffle protocol also feeds the staking contract to make sure tokens are there for people to claim when they want to claim the rewards.
I love that. I actually love that. And that's actually very clever of you guys to ensure that the staking platform is sustainable, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Right, because it's actually an income that will sustain that the staking platform.
Indeed.
And the other 50% is actually being burned. So you're literally getting rid of the total supply, so it becomes deflationary.
Exactly.
Wow, awesome, man, awesome. So yeah, I mean, I think we all know what deflationary is, because you get rid of total supply, which reduce the supply, it brings more value to the tokens. So over the long run, you have less tokens, and the price will go up. So yeah, no, one of the biggest problems is that, you know, all these projects, they promise staking, but then the staking just purely come from a dedicated percent from the total supply. You know, we all know that eventually will run out, right?
Yeah.
This is not the case with this project. So in a sense, this is like an external revenue coming to the staking platform.
Exactly. So there'll always be tokens there for people to claim, and whether it's in 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, we'll never run out of tokens. As long as people are purchasing raffle tickets, the staking protocol will always be fed with tokens for people to earn.
Very awesome. All right. Yeah, that looks very, very straightforward. Now, the people are asking, I know you mentioned about Chainlink, and I know that you guys also work with the graph. I guess one of the, I guess you kind of touch on that a bit, but can you emphasize on the transparency and the security of the platform to ensure that this is 100% random and that the data will be correct and it will be distributed 100% to the winner? Could you kind of emphasize further on that? Because I feel like this is actually, those are important aspects of the project here.
Yeah, sure. We have zero control. Zero control. Everything's built with integrated Chainlink VRF. So these guys are the ones that do all the randomization, which PancakeSwap use for their lottery system. So these are very reputable. They're on every single exchange going, Binance, Coinbase. They're used by some of the biggest projects in DeFi. It is literally fully randomized. If you want more details on how it works, you can go to the Chainlink website and look up, obviously, the VRF. They've actually released version 2, which makes it even better for us, because we get a breakdown inside it to see what wallets won, and we can use that data to put onto our platform via the API, etc. But yeah, so we have zero input into picking a winner. It's all fully random with Chainlink VRF.
Chainlink is, it's a huge project, and is an Oracle project that is being used by one of the top, blue chips projects out there. So very trusted
Correct.
project. I'm not sure. I think most of you guys probably heard of Quint, which is, they do the similar thing in the 1.5 billion market cap, and they also use Chainlink for this, the same reason as you guys are doing, to ensure randomness. Yeah, so very well trusted Oracle. Yeah, man, very straightforward. I love it. Now, I read something about the price tiers. Can you expand on that? What those means and how that works?
Yeah, so if you go over to the documentation, which is here, and you can go to price tiers. Essentially, these 4 different price tiers. So there's standard, bronze, silver, and gold. Now, this just means the value of the winnings. So if there's a Bored Ape Yacht Club up for grabs, that's going to be a gold. If there's 0.1 ETH up for grabs, it's going to be a standard. Anything in between, it just depends on what they're actually valued at. So, for example, when I go to browse raffles here, like the 1 Ethereum is a silver, but the 10 Ethereum is a gold, the 0.5 is a bronze. And then when we go to recently ended and see the 0.1, that was just a standard. So that just differentiates the price tiers. It's a cultural thing. You know, it just gives you an indicator of the value of the winnings. If it's a gold, you know, it's a good value there. If it's a standard, there's still value there because it's still like a lot of money that can be won, such as 77x. Like 0.1 ETH to get a ticket, it's 0.001 ETH. There's only 100 tickets available in this, so you got 1 in 100 chance to pay a gas fee to win 0.1 ETH. You know, stuff like that. So that's generally just what the price tiers are. It just indicates the value of that raffle, basically.
Makes sense. All right, now currently it's on a test net right now.
Yes.
You guys having your pre-sale in 21 hours, 22 hours from now. When can we expect the main net, and also what would be available at launch? Would it be staking as well?
Yeah, so as soon as the token's live, because we can't obviously do it now because the token isn't live. As soon as the token's live, we will push everything to mainnet. It's the exact same contracts, it's EVM. We just deploy the contracts and then switch it out on the DApp from testnet to mainnet and done. Staking will be there within literally 5 hours, if that, as soon as the token is live on Uniswap.
Awesome. So almost like immediate. So you guys are ready to go. Now, what
well,
about
that's the beauty of it. We've been building this for the past 4 months. We wanted a product ready rather than a promise that it will be ready, which is what this space needs, in my opinion. If people want to obviously raise funds for a project that you've got an idea for, at least build something first, show them, you know, and then pitch it rather than just pitching an idea. That's what I believe anyway. But I may be wrong. It's just my morals.
Well, I think you hit it 100% ahead. I think that's what it should be, right? It's
Exactly.
I think it should be approached like that. So I think that I'm glad that you have that same, the same thinking, the same mindset as me. I think, you know, you should not just go raise money and start the idea. I think it should be treated like almost a real business, right? Here you have to have something to prove first, and it looks like you guys do have something to prove. Show the investors that, hey, you guys are serious about the project. And you guys have been putting in the work, so that is really awesome. Now, you have spoken about the cross-chain as well. When can we expect those being live?
So basically with the cross-chain, so as I mentioned before, the reason we launched on Ethereum first is because that's where all your blue chips NFTs are. That's where the most people will be interested in, because they'll want to win the blue chip NFTs. But we have allocated like this section of the tokenomics to CXs and a bridge. Now, what a lot of people don't understand is, because I've seen many tokens do this and it annoys me. So let's say you have like you create a token or a project and you've got 100 million supply. What people go and do now is when they say they're going to do cross-chain, they'll go and just duplicate that same token on a different network with the same 100 mil supply. What they don't realize is now their supply is 200 million and they've got 2 separate tokens. So it's not the right way to do it. So what we do is we build the bridge, and then because at the minute is with liquidity 6%, that's 6% liquidity for Ethereum. So then there'll be 6% liquidity for BNB chain, 6% liquidity will go to Arbitrum, 6% to Base, 6% to Telos, 6% to Polygon, and any others that we want to launch on with EVM compatible. And then the rest is for like centralized exchange listings, such as your Bitmarts and your L banks and all that fun stuff when a token obviously first gets traction and launches. So the way this works is, let me just go over to the pre-sale page here to show you. So we have, these are technically the 6% that unlock. And once these unlock, we bridge to them chains. So once this unlocks here, on the 27th of May, we will bridge it and launch it on BNB chain, for example. Once this one unlocks, on the 24th of the 6th, we bridge it and launch it on Arbitrum, for example. And then the same here on the 29th of the 7th. So once a month, we'll be on a brand new chain, getting new eyes and other people joining the communities and joining the BitStubs protocol from all these other chains each month when we launch on each of these. And the way it works is we bridge the token, so it's still the exact same supply, and then move these tokens to that bridge, say BNB chain, add liquidity, and then people can trade. And that's the correct way to bridge. If they don't do that, they're technically just increasing the supply rather than keeping the supply the same. So that's basically what all these are for here. For each of these bridges for BNB chain, Arbitrum, Polygon, Telos, and Base.
And that is the correct way of doing it. 100% correct. Indeed. On that. 100%. You're right. You know, you have a lot of projects out there. I'm going to launch another project, but then you literally creating a different project.
Exactly. Yeah. So I've seen it time and time again where people launch a token on BNB chain and decide to also launch it on Ethereum. So they just clone the contract, launch it on Ethereum, do a new pre-sale on Ethereum for some reason. I don't know why. But now their total supply is not 100 million anymore. It's 200 million because there's 100 on BNB chain and there's 100 now on Ethereum, and it's two totally separate tokens. Where with a bridge, it's all the exact same token. It's pretty much like Ethereum, right? So you have Ethereum and then you have wrapped Ethereum. That's because it's bridged. So that wrapped Ethereum can be on any chain, but it's still tied to Ethereum. So it's the same thing here, and that's why you do it correctly and do it with bridges.
Awesome, and I'm glad that you guys doing it the proper way, that how it should be done. So
yeah, exactly.
You know, it's funny because we're talking about this stuff, and it's like like these are the things that should be normal, but it's not normal in the space. So it's just weird to me.
It's not the case to that. And I don't want to really like hone down on any developers or anything like that, because each has their own expertise. It's just due to experience. Maybe these developers are not that experienced with blockchain. Yeah, they've got a fantastic idea and can code. When it comes to blockchain, have they really got that much experience? Because to me, if you're just going to launch a new token on another chain, that's not the right way to do it. You just doubled your supply. So it just comes down to experience and knowledgeable of blockchain tech, basically. I think that's all it is.
Perfect. All right. So let's get into the tokenomics. Let's expand on that. Also the taxes and where are those allocated to?
Yeah, so the taxes, there's a 6% tax on every buy and sell. This is to help sustain the BitStubs ecosystem. 2% of that tax automatically goes to the liquidity pool, which is locked up and burnt away, to help keep the price sustainable, to make sure there's liquidity there for people to buy and sell, etc. The other 4% goes towards the market and development, but this is what feeds the Raffle protocol with Ethereum and NFTs. So once we get enough in tax to do like a 1 Ethereum raffle, we put a 1 Ethereum raffle up. When we get enough in tax to go and sweep the floor of some NFTs. See, now, with this bit now, this is the beauty of it. It's very easy to market. Because what we do now is, let's say we've got 10 Ethereum in taxes ready to go and sweep some floors. We can do a community marketing drive where we tweet out, we've got 10 Ethereum to spend, what floors NFTs should we sweep to put into the BitStubs ecosystem for people to win. Now everyone's going to start commenting on these tweets of other projects that they want us to go and sweep the floors off. Now these projects can see BitStubs, and you can imagine where it goes from there. So because then these projects get involved because they now want to win an NFT that they already like and own. And then it makes them want to buy STUB, which in turn puts exposure on the STUB token, which increases demand, and because it's deflationary, reducing supply, which means hopefully it'll be a very, very success.
I can see it. I can see it. Great strategies to get other communities involved for sure.
Indeed. But the beauty with the BitStubs ecosystem as well, it's not just for native tokens and NFTs. We could do other tokens as well. So for example, we could get $5,000 worth of Doge and put that up for Raffle. Now you have to buy tickets in STUB to potentially, let's say a ticket costs $2 worth of STUB or $3 worth of STUB. But if you win $5,000 worth of Doge. That STUB that was raised, 50% gets burned, 50% gets added to the staking protocol. But now the Doge community now know about BitStubs. They'll now want to come and buy tickets to potentially win $5,000 worth of Doge. Stuff like that we can do as well. Not limited to just the native tokens. We can do it with any token on any EVM chain.
Yeah, that's Yeah, I mean, I think the simplicity of it. Yeah, I mean, we all love to gamble, right? We're into space
Yeah.
for a reason, right?
Indeed.
Yeah, yeah. So I think the simplicity of it. I think that's what's going to really attract a lot of people. You know, all I had to do is pretty much 2 clicks, bam, bam, I'm connected.
Yeah, 2 clicks and you connected and got a ticket basically, and
Right.
that is it. Once V2 launches here, which we in heavy because we built all this in 4 months, and then we come out with loads of new ideas. So decided to build out a V2 of the protocol. So this is what will be launched. But then once we're finished, as you can see, like if we just go to browse raffles, everything gets so much nicer. These are just placeholder images right now, but you'll be able to see everything. You'll be able to go to your account. You'll be able to update your profile. You'll be able to see what you've won, what you've participated in. You'll be able to see the full dashboard of all the stats of the full protocol. Everything's transparent on chain, so you can verify every single thing just by clicking it. It'll take you to Etherscan or whichever to go and verify things. Everything's all above board with transparency, and everything's automated.
Awesome. Now, were there any rounds before this pre-sale or coming up here?
No, this is the first round. This is just the fair launch. Once the fair launch is done, it's done. And the beauty of the fair launch is it's fair for everyone. Now, if you're there at the start, you'll be getting your obviously tickets cheaper, because if there is price action, it does get traction. And there's a raffle on there, which is, I don't know, $1 worth of stub. Because you got, maybe it's just a case of if you're in the fair launch, you got in earlier, so now you have more stub than the person that's going to buy $1 worth of stub at the time of the raffle ticket. So you can join in more raffles for a cheaper price, basically. And because we're a raffle protocol, the first raffle we're doing is based on the fair launch. So as it says here, all fair launch participants will go into the draw. And if your wallet is randomly chosen, you'll get your ETH back that you invested, which means your tokens will be free. The maximum you can contribute into the fair launch is 3 ETH. So if you was to put in 3 ETH and your wallet was selected, you'll get your 3 ETH back, so your tokens will be free. And obviously, the first 50 fair launch participants will get an airdrop bonus as follows. So if you're first to third, you get an extra 10% bonus, all the way down to 41 to 50th, where you get 2% extra bonus. Just have a look at this page here, and depending on the position that you purchase, so if you're the first person to buy in the pre-sale, you're going to guarantee get an extra 10% tokens once it launches. They'll be airdropped. So this is the table for that as well.
Very clever. So right out the gate, everyone who buy into the pre-sale, you are part of the raffle right out the gate immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, very clever. All right. Now, I see that you guys have some vesting for the team there. Can you expand on that?
Yeah, so the vesting for the team is basically, as you can see here, we have the team vesting 6% of the tokens, but the way it works is it's locked at least for a year. So it's 22nd of the 4th, 2024 when it first unlocks, and it only allows us to claim 5% per month. So it's secure for you. Team don't have any tokens at all for the first year, and when they do unlock, it unlocks in 30-day intervals at 5% a pop, basically. So, and that's just the way that works.
Awesome. I can definitely see this, your protocol, though, your ecosystem, eventually, once it's picked up, you can almost create like a worldwide mega lottery on here.
Indeed. We can do a lot of things like you can do lottery systems, you can do sports betting, you can do anything. But we'll start out with the blockchain raffle. It's a good starting point, I think.
All right. Now, with that said, though, I saw your roadmap up there, but I have not really dissected the roadmap. Besides the bridging to the cross-chain, what are the plans in the future here?
Yeah, so we've kept the roadmap quite simple for you. So when you come down here, you can see stuff here. So when I go to the roadmap, let's close this one off. There's a lot that's quite already been done, like deploy the protocol smart contracts, get the website out there, deploy the stub token contracts, get it audited, that's done. Deploy everything on Ethereum testnet, which is done or working. CoinGecko listing, already done. As you can see, preview only for now until we're live. So we're already listed on CoinGecko. CoinMarketCap will come as soon as it's launched. And then we're in the process now of like, just, this is where we are now, you know, community building, deploy everything onto Mainnet. And then obviously add the multiple buys to save on gas, and then deploy on all these other chains. And that's all in this Q2. This is where we are now. So all this is just going to happen like really quickly. Apart from obviously all the chains, because the tokens unlock every 30 days for us to bridge them for you. But literally all this will be done within a week or so of the token being launched, because we're already prepped for everything. And then we just increase it from there. So like, for example, you mentioned a lottery system, you know, with the V2, or once that's done, we could probably implement a lottery system. Sports betting could be a thing. You know, you could bet on like your favorite sports teams, the correct scores, all that stuff. That could be a thing. So it could be evolved into anything we want. But as it stands, the roadmap is purely specifically for the raffle, which is done basically because we've already built it. It's just a case of getting it, you know, everywhere else, which is what the roadmap is.
Yeah, I mean, that's yeah, I definitely see the potential on this, and I think not only that, but I think you guys have actually done all the right steps.
I believe so. I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah, CoinGecko. It looks like the whole system is pretty much done, and you know, even bridging to the different chains, you're using the same total supply, which is very important. Very important. So yeah, I mean, overall, man, I think it's going to be a hit. I think, if anything, it'll be just, you know, marketing strategies, right? Just raising awareness to the ecosystem here, your project here.
Indeed,
yeah, I think
indeed,
yeah.
And it's the thrill of it as well. Imagine you're the one that spent like $10 in STUB to buy a ticket, and then won 10 Ethereum worth like $25,000. Imagine the hype alone you're going to have. Imagine the feeling you're going to have. You'll then generate that hype and feeling onto the community, which then generates it onto social medias, and it'll just go from there. You know, so yeah. Yeah,
I like it. I like it a lot, actually. And, you know, I love to gamble, so I could see myself going over there and, you know, spend a few bucks, buy some bits. What's your native token called again?
STUB.
STUBs, yeah. And
it's this one here. So this is the token. As you can see, it's already got the icons and everything, and all the social details on Etherscan. So we're ready to literally just go. Normally, all this comes afterwards, like your CoinGecko, these listings and security checks. Like here, it's been, obviously, if you check the token out, there's 0 risky items, 0 attention items. There's nothing we can do on the smart contracts that will cause any honeypots or anything like that. So the token is fully secure. The protocol's fully backed by Chainlink VRF and the graph, which you're aware is fully secure. So yeah, we're in a good position now to launch.
And that's a crucial thing, is that you guys integrate the graph and the Chainlink. You know, that ensure a lot of safety and transparency to the whole, and that is the underlying aspect of this whole project. And you guys integrated those, so that's very important.
Indeed.
We had a bunch of projects coming in here, similar thing, but I think they were missing a lot of steps before the launch, right? One of it is not using Chainlink or the graph to ensure security and randomness of the protocol and the accuracy too. And it looks, you guys done everything they need to be done. So yeah, indeed, man, good job on great job on this.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome, Avid. I think we cover pretty much everything, man. Very simple, very straightforward, very efficient, simplicity. You have anything that you want to speak on before we take some questions?
No, fire them at me. I think we covered a lot. I think we covered the whole protocol in how long? 20 minutes. That's how simple it is. You know, it's very easy to use. A few clicks done. If you win, you're winning big. If you lose, it's not so bad because it's only a couple of dollars. Just buy some more STUB tokens and join another.
Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication, right? So
exactly, yeah.
And I think this speaks that, this reflects that. All right. So with that said, Mike has been keep tracking questions in the room, and he's going to come on and ask a few questions away.
Awesome.
Alrighty. appreciate that, Seattle. Thank you, and thank you for that amazing breakdown. It's not too often you come across, a project owner here or co-founder rather like yourself who comes in ready. Sometimes you'll have that little bit of lag in between of trying to talk, and it sounds like they're not ready to present themselves. So I just wanted to say I appreciate how ready you were for this. 100%.
Yeah, no problem. It's like I say, we've been building this for the best part of 4 months. That's why we're so ready, because we know everything, because it's done basically.
Mm-hmm, absolutely, and I love the simplicity, just like CL said as well. So getting into a couple of text questions here now with the voice. If anybody wants to ask on voice, please feel free at any time to unmute yourself. But I'm going to start right off with, I'm going to ask a few questions here with Milo. Where did this go? There it is. Do you have a maximum Stubs ticket amount a wallet can hold? And also, if the raffle is random, does buying more tickets give you a better chance at winning?
Yeah, so to answer your first question, let me just go over to Browse Raffles here. Let me just go over to the recently ended, because it's easy to work out for you. And I go to this NFT raffle, for example. Now, this NFT raffle only had 100 tickets available. It won't show it here because it's already drawn, but this only had 100 tickets available. So all these are the 100 buyers that bought on testnet, just testing it out. Now, one wallet can only own a maximum of 10% of the total tickets available. So if this raffle had 100 tickets available to buy, one wallet can only buy 10 maximum to give other people a chance of winning. And now, just like any raffle on the planet, just like the National Lottery or the Euro Millions, the more tickets you buy, the more chance you've got of winning, basically. So if you went and bought 10 tickets and someone only bought one, you've got 10 times more chance of winning it than someone who bought one. But again, you still might lose. That one might win it because it's fully automated through Chainlink.
Love it. Awesome. Yep. Just like a typical lottery there. The more you buy, up to a 10% maximum of what you guys supply, the better chances you have to win. So so Bright Chris 2 has a question here. There will be 5,000 NFTs, and it's stated that NFT holders will have a free entry into the raffle pool. So his question is, how will the team run the raffle winners when there is a lot of participants in the pool? How many participants still had an advantage in it? So say you have, like you just said, 100 participants. If you have 500, 1,000 participants, is this a plan to have that many participants down the line?
So the way the NFTs will work, the NFTs are going to be free. So there'll be BitStubs NFTs that will be on OpenSea. But to get this NFT we'll do a raffle, basically. So what we'll do is we'll do a raffle with a prize, and we'll give and the raffle will have 5,000 tickets available. Now, we have had ideas to do $1 million raffle, but I'm not 100% sure yet, but we'll see. I had ideas to do $1 million raffle, 5,000 tickets. It costs like, I don't know, $150 or something for a ticket. 1 in 5,000 chance to win the million, but you get every person that buys a ticket gets a free NFT, which is the BitStubs NFT. And if you have this NFT, it comes with utility such as early entry to future raffles, such as once raffles go up, you get access to them 2 hours before any of the general public do. There'll be exclusive raffles that are just for NFT holders. There'll be free raffles for people that own the NFT, like on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. You can join at X amount of raffles a month, should I say, for free if you own the NFT. It gives the NFT utility and value. So yeah, that's like the NFT will be free, and it will be done via a raffle, basically. So not only do you win the prize of the raffle, you'll also get a free NFT, because there'll be 5,000 tickets available, 5,000 NFTs. Every person that buys a ticket, whether you buy one ticket or 10 tickets, if you buy 10 tickets, you'll get 10 of the NFTs. If you buy 5 tickets, you get 5 of the NFTs. But because there's a maximum of 5,000 tickets, 5,000 NFTs, and then the utility comes in with the NFTs then as well later down the line. Also, if you own the NFT, you get increased percentage APYs via the staking protocol. You get like a boost.
Okay, very exciting there. So next question is coming in from Sujay here. Is essentially using the graph for indexing all the raffle related data. What happens if there's downtime or crash on the graph's end? Would it disrupt your ongoing raffles in any way? Or would it just be a matter of not seeing your tickets in a historic.
So it'll just be a matter of not seeing your tickets until obviously the graph is back up and running. That's it. It's the blockchain is the source of truth. So it doesn't really matter. But if the graph goes down for whatever reasons, which I don't think it will, it's very reputable. But if it does, on the odd chance, because it's tech at the end of the day, sometimes it can happen. The only thing that will happen is you just won't be able to see your ticket in your dashboard until it's back online. That's it.
Very safe, very safe. Thank you for that, Evan. Now, getting into the next question here for the community is about your security. As we know that you've had an audit here, but with Raffles, you might have to audit extra contracts. Will all those types of contracts that you might need to implement also get audited?
Indeed, yeah. Everything that we do will get audited, but the main thing is, which is the randomness, which we don't have to touch because we don't control it, is through Chainlink, and you can imagine every auditing firm has audited Chainlink.
Okay. I didn't see this, but he keeps asking me, I hope I said this right. It's very difficult to say. Abduus, I hope I said that right, is claiming of the Jalori faucet from the website for the testnet free, because I heard that some of the Twitter tweets out there that this actually now has value.
No. Testnet Girly ETH is just a testnet token. It has no liquidity. You can't sell it. That's no value. It's just for developers to test applications. Yeah, before it goes onto mainnet.
Very simple.
If anyone says Girly ETH has value and makes you click a link to go and get Girly ETH, instantly block them. It'll be a scam because it still uses your same wallet. It just uses a different network. Then they might get access to your funds on mainnet. So Girly ETH has no value.
Zero value. Testnet. Testing only. Very good.
Testing only, yeah.
Next one's coming in from a random guy. Great name. Is how will the liquidity of these multiple chains be managed with just 6% of the tokens allocated to the liquidity pool?
Yeah, so as mentioned before, the 6% on here, as mentioned before, this 6%, which is for liquidity, that's for Ethereum. In fact, I'll show it down here. So that's for Ethereum. So this 6% area is for Ethereum. This here, the bridge, this is for all the other chains. So it doesn't actually use the Ethereum liquidity. This is just for the Ethereum. And then we split off this into the 6%ers, which are here, which will launch on all the other chains via the bridge.
Okay, you have to see that there. Very simple. Straightforward, man. Very simple. Next is coming in from Michael Bonds here, talking about partnerships. Can you speak on any partnerships that you've onboarded currently and maybe some of the advantages to getting some of these partners and who you're also trying to hopefully onboard for partners?
Yeah, so we have a partner already, which are going to be announcing tomorrow. I believe before the fair launch starts. So keep an eye on the socials for that. I don't want to say who it is now, but they are pretty big in the Ethereum space, and they've got NFTs as well. We're doing like a community collaboration partnership with them, where we will also be putting their NFTs up for Raffle as well. And the beauty is we can partner with anyone with this. It's like any token on EVM or any token that has tokens and NFTs. Let's say they want to get exposure for their NFT series. They could come and do some raffles on our BitStubs protocol, which then in turn gives exposure to their NFT project. So you could do all stuff like that. You could do tokens, but also we will be offering this out as a white labeled service, a simplified version, not the full version. But you'll get other projects can come and get this protocol off us as a white label service where they can use their own native token to host raffles on their own website or their own community. But it'll all be powered by BitStubs, of course, for exposure. So there's a lot of collaborations we can do. There's a lot of things we can do in terms of communities, and we have one being announced tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Make sure that you come in and tell us that. We'll be sure to tell the community as well, brother. 100%.
Yeah, let's keep an eye. Keep an eye on the socials, our Telegram, our Twitter and stuff, and you'll see it. That'll be announced tomorrow. Yeah.
Awesome. Next community question is, and actually this is a pretty good question. I don't see it in too many places, and I don't even know if it's possible. Is it possible to unstake just a portion of the staked amount instead of 100% unstaked and then portion back in?
In the are you talking about the staking protocol where you can stake in an APYs?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, so there'll be different tiers on that. There'll be different tiers anywhere from, you can do like ones that from a 30-day lock all the way up to like a year lock. Depending on which tier you go into, you get bigger APYs. If you do hold one of the NFTs, you get the boost in APYs as well. So once you've staked it, it is locked for that time period. So if you stake for 30 days, you could get like 4% maybe for 30 days. I'm not 100% sure on the numbers right now. I'll wait until the launch is done to figure that out, just to make sure it's sustainable. So yeah, if you lock it up for 30 days, you get X%. If you lock it up for longer, naturally the APY percent increases. And if you own the NFT, then you get increased boost on your APY as well.
Very straightforward. Next question is rolling in from Smart Contract here in terms of ease of use, which is very seeming very easy to use, but with educational purposes, as some people just might not understand fully, as they're just not adequate to it, will you have a educational aspect to onboard the unknowns for maybe like a YouTube clips on showing you how to use your process of BitStubs, etc.?
Indeed. So if you look, when you first go to our website, there's a button here called Watch the Testnet Tutorial. And that is literally a tutorial on how to use the BitStubs protocol. It'll work exactly the same on Mainnet. So we'll just literally recreate this video and just remove the testnet aspects out of it and just re-record it with Mainnet. This is very simple, easy to follow as well. So I advise you just go to our website, click this link here, it'll take you to YouTube to watch the testnet tutorial. And yeah, that's basically how you'll learn how to do it. Basically, it is really easy to follow.
Very simple, and I love the educational aspects because it just really is so many barriers out there. Whether it's language, whether it's trying to understand getting onto the blockchain in general, any sort of educational aspects, I truly love. Okay, let's see. Next question is coming in from Leo here. Can users purchase stubs using other cryptocurrencies other than Ethereum and BNB down the line?
Yeah, so we're going to be launching on Polygon, so you'll be able to purchase it with that native token there. We'll be on Arbitrum base. So these are your BNBs. So these are just your Ethereum. So you'll be able to purchase it with Ethereum, and when we're on BNB chain, you'll be purchasing it with BNB, obviously. But yeah, if let's say you've got Shiba Inu, you could technically sell your Shiba Inu directly for stub through Uniswap, because Uniswap just does it all automatically. It'll automatically sell you Shiba Inu and convert it into ETH and automatically buy stub and give you stub. So yeah, it's just the same as any other token when you want to exchange other tokens for one, basically. So yeah, you can do that.
Love it. Very straightforward there. Now, do you have a fiat onboarding ramp to buy BitStubs?
At the moment, no. That will involve getting a partnership with things like like MoonPay or anything like that. But we're very open to the idea. Once we launched, projects like those where you can do fiat on ramp, they won't do it before you launched because they want to make sure that you do launch, basically. So once it's launched, we can have them conversations and maybe be able to purchase stub tokens with like a debit or credit card, which is all tied to the liquidity and stuff like that through like MoonPay or any other service that offers it like that.
It's pretty exciting. I can actually see, that actually being an advantage to buying directly a ticket as well, whether it's, not on chain, but just straight fiat on ramp. All right. Let's see. I think we're getting pretty close to getting all of them here. All right. This is actually one of my favorite questions here. I know you've been coming out for 4 months now, as you said, Amber. Now, what from then till now would you say has been your biggest task till date? Difficult tasks. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a difficult one because the whole process has been a bit of a grind, really. You just get your head down and work. So nothing's really a challenge if you enjoy doing it. If you enjoy doing it, it's not really like a drag to do. But I'd say like the hardest thing to do is doing these AMAs. It's a bit nerve-wracking, with a lot of people listening, but development wise, we're passionate about it, so we actually enjoy the challenges. And if obviously something comes up that's difficult, we enjoy the grind of cracking it and making it work and getting it right. So it's not really like frustrating in that sense. Yeah, that's probably the best answer I can give you on that.
It is a really good question, so I appreciate the answer there, Evan. Let's see, last one I'm going to take from Karen here before I kick it back to Seattle. This one just came in here. Is on the raffling aspect, would you consider raffling off non-cryptocurrency prizes, like maybe premium subscriptions to Telegram or trading bots or anything in the future just to mix it up outside of the blockchain?
That's actually a great idea, isn't it? And 100% we could do something like that if we get opportunities to raffle anything. We will do it as long as the community, if the demand is there for it and the community want it, then sure, why not? It's still all the same, isn't it? They're still buying the tickets in STUB. 50% still gets burned. 50% goes to the staking protocol. So don't see no reason why not. So yeah, we could do. We just have to create like a temporary NFT that has no value, basically. Put that up, and if you win the NFT, then we just convert that into an actual, like a real world prize, because it's still got to be all on chain, basically.
Right. You just figured it out right there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Avid, that is all the questions I'm going to take from the community today, and I appreciate you answering all of them. Very detailed. That was a great breakdown of the project. It really was.
You're very welcome. It's nice to be in, and obviously explain my view of what BitStubs is, because people might get confused of what it actually is. But once you hear the full story around it, it's like, oh, it is actually that simple. And yeah, that's basically it.
100%. Now, before I kick it back to Seattle here, I just want to say, is it possible for you to give the community a couple-minute pitch on why you think all of us should choose you?
Okay, so on the spot with this, I think obviously more than anything, it's the transparency and the fact that we have a product. It's there, it's available to use right now on testnet. Once we launch the token, it'll be available on mainnet straight away. So the utility is there straight from the get-go, rather than launching the token and then telling you it'll be ready in 3 months, 9 months, or a year's time. It's ready now. It's the simplicity of it. It's the transparency of it. Everything's verified. Yeah, and that's basically it. We're dedicated to doing this. We've been building it now for 4 months, and it's ready to go, basically. So you don't have to wait around. The utility will start straight away.
Short and sweet. I absolutely love it. That was a great answer there, David. And I'm going to kick it back to Seattle. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very well said there, Avid. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, I mean, like you said there, Avid, I think the protocol is ready to go. I think that's very important. Security, transparency is already there. Integrating, with Chainlink the graph, very crucial, because the technology, that's just the underlying technology, is to ensure security and transparency, because the nature of the Raffle, right? So you guys done it. And if I do my math correctly, you want to get this STUBs token cheap. So
exactly. Yeah.
This is right out the gate.
So the fair launch. Yeah, the fair launch is the perfect time to get your STUB tokens cheap, because hopefully, they'll be the lowest they'll be.
Yeah. So, hey, great job, Avid. Great job. I don't say that a lot, but I think you guys have put in the work and everything is ready to go, like you say, which is very important.
Indeed, it is.
All right. Well, Avid, at this point, again, guys, I just want to remind the community that this is not financial advice. This is just educational purposes only. Make sure you guys go over to their Telegram, look at the website, do research, on your own and make that assessment and judgment accordingly. So whether you want to invest into the project. With that, Avid, we like to raise awareness to your Telegram. So what we do is that we pin your Telegram, ask the listener right here to come over to your Telegram, maybe say USA sends me or drop a sticker. Is that something that you want us to do?
Sure thing. Yeah, that'd be great.
Perfect, guys. So Johnny's going to pin the Telegram. And if you guys go there, say something about USA, drop a sticker or mention us. Mike will come over there and pick a $10 winner. But look into the project. I think we all here, we all love to gamble a bit here. And I think this is a great place to gamble. Not as far as investing, but and again, not financial advice, but as far as, winning NFTs or whatever the raffle is, I will personally be using. I will definitely be using this platform myself. So, again,
nice
thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you so much again for picking USA to present your project, and I think you did a great job.
Yeah, no, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So Mike's going to come back on. I think we have some giveaway to do. He's going to give do some drawing to give away, I think, $20-$40.
That I do. Here comes Santa Mike. So we have $20 to give away today on the wheel to all the participants. As always, I faithfully get every single name down on all the participants of every AMA. With that being said, we're going to give $20 away today on the wheel, as well as award $20 for the best question. Now, Seattle also said there's a $10 advantage to going over to BitStubs Telegram, raising awareness by dropping a sticker or USA Crypto Group sent me. Be sure to do that. Just to recap as well, there is still a $25 giveaway going on our Twitter. All you have to do is like, follow, share on our Twitter, and also be on the lookout. As soon as I upload the YouTube, there'll be a $15 chance to win over there as well. Now, Avid, also, as soon as this is over, I'm going to get it uploaded to YouTube and shoot you over a copy of our YouTube recording, and I'll give you the TG original recording as well.
That'd be great. Yeah, thank you.
100%. All right, let's shuffle it up and grab our spin the wheel winner. Oh, Enzo. Congratulations. Won yourself $20 there, brother.
Enzo's actually a developer here at BitStubs, so I give you permission to re-roll it.
10-4. Okay, thank you for that.
Oh, man. Enzo, first time being on that wheel, and he wins. I've been on the wheel for 3 years, or 3 years now. I have not won anything yet.
His name is literally not come up once, but I promise you, Seattle, it's on there. Zuel, all right, you are our $20 winner tonight for our AMA with BitStubs. Congratulations. With that being said, that is it for the wheel tonight as well, guys. As well, be on the lookout for the YouTube posting, as there'll be an additional chance to win more money there. I'm going to go through other questions through the Twitter and also on Telegram, and award an additional 20 there. That being said, I believe that about wraps it up here for everybody. I appreciate it, Avid.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'll speak again soon.
100%. Also, Avid, too, when I give you this TG recording, I'm going to give you the link to your thread that's in our announcement channel. You're going to have access to update the community whenever you feel you want to update us. You'll have access to update your own personal thread in our announcement channel. And it automatically forwards itself to our main chat. So not only does it keep it in one place, nice and neat for you, the community gets a nice update as well, real time.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Avid. We'll see you hopefully.
You cut out there, Seattle.
I said thanks, Avid. Hopefully we'll see you in the future again.
100%. I'm happy to do these again in the future, especially when we're about to release like new products on the protocol and stuff. It'd be great to come back here and do a presentation on them to show you how it works. Yeah, sure.
Awesome, and I look forward to actually win something on your platform instead of over here on Mike's wheel.
You might have more chance on our platform, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I have to run. So thanks again, Avid.
No worries. I'll speak to you soon. Thank you.
100%. All right. One of our favorite points here is ending our USA Crypto Group AMA by letting everybody know that this has been USA Crypto Group. This has been a great AMA tonight. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!
I see.